You will be shocked. I want to change information. I want to say that now. Oh, and the only short, the only short. I want to say that now. Let the very internet within you. Now, black IBOB, now hard the armed. So, the reason why we are trying our best to distance the activities of everybody. This is a very high first-class intelligence information. Public. And that is why you see they are supporting Ekperima on what he's doing, so that and whatever crime he's committing, they want to attach IPOB on it. You get that? So when we are talking about this, and there are a few countries that IPOB is doing is genuine. All my countries, they told us. Both in Europe and the Western countries, some of them that say that IPOB is genuine, whatever they are doing, they are not what this letter is talking about. The letter was written with the European government on how but help we release the hard copy to us. So they know the reason why they cannot pin that of the buffoon in Finland on him. They always attach IPOB to it. That is why you people, you know, if you know anything, now we're on it now. That one you're banning. Who knows? Who knows? How many have been a many have for when nothing. So when here, because who here on them? Kata IPOB, who is non-violent movement. So that this case has and they can win in a court now. There's no way you can present IPOB. That's not how no one now the biggest in the room April Nas and the kind of one only bear. Yeah, Hannah say about Biafra can use in the hand and Baru. The whole world and Elizana. How does it happen into violence? People now make Hannah and engagement. It's your leadership name.
Good morning, good afternoon. I salute you all. As you come in, do well to share.
But in the she and the man and the Kama, how about you? The internal share within European countries, and some European countries are trying to buy some kind of information. And now you can see the reason why this buffoon in Finland is constantly coming on social media saying a violent things in that I won't pay your Facebook to this Hannah. But who happy? Who happy? Man, and I'm going to buy the I don't let you know. I don't live in only as an agent. I'll come back to distract you. One day, one day, money person at this thing, show ya, which you will know. A lot of them. I come with some comedians, one old man. That a lot of people you take a lot of people use. No, I'm one now. Moazestra. I will again on social media.
Yes, ndị Igbo atụrụ si na onye si n'ihe na-atọ ụtọ kwuo ihe ọ na-akọpịa. Etu anyị na-anya na Igbo mma n'isi ijele okwu kirikiri nke ugbo wa ma ọ dịghị mma fine ọ dọrọ gị n'ọtọ yo mana ihe na-agbada ego ihe ga-abalị gị uru. Onye na-ekwu okwu na mgbede a na nke a bụ televidiyo na-eme Simon Ekpa For a long time, people will attack here for the reason why. But today, can you go for the reason why? Where for those people attack all this why? The agenda. And they put sit at home on Friday, then and then. Tap on one side. Only that's the people with Biafra. Now, I don't want to know where Simon and we post to. We post to Twitter. That now, Nigeria, all Christians in Nigeria will sit for 7 days. Only had a working for 7 days, Simon Nepa. Eh? Creator, who know that you're working on for 7 days. Waiting there. How did you wait here? For 7 days. Constantly 7 days. On him, you know, yet to hear that Simon, the amount of people will be struggle. But people who don't know for 7 days, man can have this struggle and no. Or you said that Simon, who sent you? Can that be a struggle? You go neck and yellow. Many people are not the rebel nature. When I feel good, I think we can not like this. Before you talk about the man, something is there. No matter the way that person is analyzed here, the one say the thing don't mean Simon, if you go to this people, you open your eye. Please wait with this people. No.
If I then open my mouth to say that you're not doing well, then I'm a fool. But stop. Simon, I'm warning you, stop.
Hey.
Work accordingly. Do not be faster than your son. Do not follow the rubbish that open my. If I then open my mouth to say that you are not doing well, then I'm a fool. But stop. Stop. Simon, I'm warning you, stop. Work accordingly. Do not be faster than your son. Do not follow the rubbish that talking about. If I that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice devil to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the one. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the. Let me not say it live, okay? That when the time comes, and thank you very much for your question. I come of it. Thank you very, very much. If you have called us before, your mindset has to be such that you're being to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice devil to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100%. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the. I don't know. That's when the time comes, And thank you very much for your question. I love it. Thank you very, very much. If you have called us before, your mindset has to be such that you are willing prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice sacrifice devil to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100%. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the. I don't know. Let me not say it live, okay? That's when the time comes, And thank you very much.
Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, men and women of goodwill. I teach and there are people that are needed in the struggle of Biafra. There are criterias, requirements needed for those that will fight for this struggle. Not those that are whiter than whites today, and the next day they are blacker than the blacks. Not those wolves in the sheep clothing. Not all these people that are spitting all over the place. Not all these people that say they are career agitators. I will address that particular video tomorrow morning. But today we are here for more important things to give you update on the Biafra Liberation Army activities in Biafra land. That is what we are here this evening to give you update on. That Efulefu, I will address him in the morning, and his counterparts. They are crying a wolf. And they will continue to cry with their counterparts in the Zoological Republic. But let's hear the cry of the Musa, the Army Defense Force, the Chief of Army Defense Force of the Nigeria Zoological Republic, the terrorists of Nigeria. The way they are crying themselves because everybody is crying. Once you see Simon Ekpa on stage, once you see the Biafra Liberation Army on stage, everybody will be shouting. Everybody will be crying. That is what it is, and they will never stop crying. My sister Diana, you are welcome. I salute you from here. Nyamara Gemma Isbonwada. I salute you. And every other person out there. Do well to share the program as we move. Listen to Musa, and I will show you the update. The Biafra border guard has been activated and they have started their work from yesterday, being the third day of October in the year 2024. Biafra Border Defense Guard, the army of the Biafrans that will man our borderline, has been activated, and they have started their work from yesterday. And you will be seeing the update of their works as the time goes on. We are sending this message to the Janjaweeds in as much as they are getting the message. But for those that are unaware of the things that is going on, for those that are not seeing what is happening, we want to show them the activities of what is going on in Biafra land. That why IDP camp is not in Biafra land, why the Nigerian state themselves sees Biafra land to be the most safest place today in the whole country, is because of the activities of these people chasing away the terrorists from our land. Without the activities of the Liberation Army, the Black Marines, and the Air Force and the Navy, all the forces of Biafra that is defending the land of Biafra today, nowhere will be safe. Sonny, you're welcome. I salute you, my brother. Nowhere will be safe. But because of the activities of these men, that's why Nigeria is even advocating to send some persons in disguise. Not that they really want to send anybody that is homeless, but they want to come to, Nigeria always want to make advantage of any situation to benefit themselves. So the caliphate want to make use of the insecurity all over the north, insecurity all over the place, the insecurity that is not in Biafra land. They want to make use of that opportunity to ship in their terrorists into our land in the name of these internal displaced persons. But the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Essel have already told them we are not receiving any refugees until further notice, until we will be receiving them as Biafrans and not as Nigeria forcefully sending people that we did not assign to, we did not subscribe to our nation, to our beloved nation. So that will never happen. Listen to Musa. This broadcast will be very brief.
Insecurity or isolated, this insecurity also gets across to us. But what we need to do not to despair is to stand up to challenges ahead and then face them squarely, and that's exactly what.
When a chief of the army force is talking like this, when any soldier begin to speak like this, you know that Nambira Bago Pio Bogoro. you know that he's already tired. He knows that you will know that he's already tired of the whole thing. He doesn't know where to start anymore. Musa is saying that they're going to stand up to them, blah blah blah. You ask yourself, you ask Musa, I wanted the journalist to ask Musa, who are those people that you're standing up against? Who are those people you are standing up against? And who are those people that have made your terrorists in the army uniform find it difficult to access the Biafra land? Nobody will summon courage to ask such questions. They will only come here to tell you Jack and Boo stories. Because no matter what happened in Nigeria, they will always look for a way to adjust. They will never ask the right question. Musa said that they will stand up against something. The right question should be, Musa, what are you going to stand up against? Who are those you are there? Is there any external aggression against the country? Is there any internal war going on? But Musa said that is biometric war. You will hear the lamentation of Musa here, and you will see that the Biafra Liberation Army are really doing the job. You will see that Mazi Simon Ekpa knows where he's going. He's not a leader that is directionless. You will notice that he's actually heading to the right direction. And that's why everybody is crying today. Let's listen.
Insecurity also related. This insecurity also gets across to us. But what we need to do not to despair is
that the insecurity also gets across to them. Who are them? The terrorists in the military uniform. Musa is saying that the insecurity is no longer against the Benue people alone. That the insecurity is no longer against the Middle Belt alone. That the insecurity is no longer against the Yorubas alone. That the insecurity has also get across to them. The terrorists, the hunter has become the hunted. That is what Musa is saying. That the hunter had turned to be the hunted. That there is war going on. And one day they will open up and tell you that the Biafrans have defeated them, that they can no longer go again. Before now, they will never say this on the media. When they were still test running the water to see if there's any way they can clamp on the Biafrans. But as each day passes by, the Biafran Liberation Army are teaching them a lesson that they will never forget. That is why Musa is telling you that the insecurity have cut across to them, because they have come to balkanize our beloved country, our beloved nation, a peaceful Biafra land. As they bring insecurity to Biafra land, we are returning it to them. We are sending them to somebody, to the being that will correct their madness. We are sending them to Elohim that will correct their madness. Because one thing we don't have is correction centers and all those facilities. We don't have any need for them now. So anybody that comes into our land to bring insecurity will know who to send them to. We send them to God for proper direction and the corrections to be made.
to stand up to the challenges ahead and then face them squarely. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Did you hear that? Nobody is asking Musa, who are you standing up against squarely and defending yourselves? Who are you defending yourselves against? That is the Liberation Army. The people that have made it possible today that the terrorists, both in uniform, both their non-state actors, both those that are railing cows with AK-47 and all manner of sophisticated weapons, the men that have been waging these dreaded terrorist men into our land are the people Musa devoted himself and the other terrorists that he gave uniform to. they devote themselves to fight these men and women that have made our land to be safe, not to be like what is happening in Benue, not to be like what is happening in the northern state, not to be what is happening in the northwest and northeast, not to be what is happening in Lagos State today, not to be what is happening in many other parts of Biafra land, of, of Nigeria. Do you get the point now? These are the people that Musa said that he's standing up against. But Musa cannot stand up against the terrorists that are balkanizing the nation. Musa cannot stand up against the terrorists that are sending people to RIP in the northwest. Musa cannot stand up against those that have slaughtered thousands of people in the Middle Belt. Musa cannot stand up squarely against those that have made it impossible that the Benue people will sleep and close their both eyes. But the only people that he wants to stand up against is the Biafrans. Because the Biafrans are touching the status quo that have made this evil entity that breeds criminals. This evil entity where criminals are not committing crime. Where the only people that are committing crime are those that are fighting for freedom, for the betterment of every other person. Where the only people that is committing crime are those that are fighting that the evil status quo that have kept people in penury for many years will need to be dissolved. Those are the only people that are seen as people that are looking for trouble in the Zoological Republic. But other people that are the real terrorists and the troublemakers and those that are stealing the future of the nation, those ones are angels. But the Biafra Liberation Army have taken it upon themselves that they will stand against Musa and his terrorist gang squarely whenever they come to our land.
It was extremely very bad. Like I said, security is asymmetric warfare.
Did you hear that asymmetric warfare? Asymmetric warfare. You know, when our prime minister was talking to them, to these terrorists, he said he would take them on guerrilla warfare. He would take them on guerrilla warfare. And Musa promised to take on asymmetric warfare. And the result is what he's just giving you now, that they have not succeeded in all their tactics, in all the ways, all the things that they have, all the approach they have given to see if they can take over our land, that it have never worked for them. That is what Musa is saying.
Is asymmetric warfare. The presence of non-state actors should never be allowed to start in any country. The best thing to do is to leave
the activities of non-state actors. Somebody will ask Musa, who are the non-state actors? The non-state actors are you and your terrorist gangs in Biafra territory. The Biafra Liberation Army are the owners of the land. They are the state actors of the land. The Biafra Liberation Army under the government of the Biafra Republic in exile are the major state actors. Any other force that is not a Biafra Liberation Army under the command of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, is a non-state actor. And such act cannot be allowed to happen in Biafra land, where an individual will carry arms and ammunition and go into the town, into villages, and begin to maim and send people to RIP. We are not going to allow that in Biafra land. That can be allowed in northeast, northwest, but not in Biafra land. Yoruba people can allow it in their land, but not in Biafra land. The Middle Beltans cannot in Biafra land. The Benue can allow it, but not in Biafra land. It will never happen in Biafra land. So nobody is a non-state actor here. The only non-state actor we know are those terrorists coming from Nigeria?
Whenever they're allowed to serve in any country, the best thing to do is to leave in bed, because it's a very difficult operation. We are dealing with people you don't know. We only identify these guys when we see.
Musa have admitted that it's very difficult, that they cannot stand the Biafra Liberation Army. That is what he would just say in a plain language. Musa have admitted we cannot handle these people. These people are so sophisticated in their planning. They are like the air. You cannot see them. Before you see them, they have seen you. That is what Musa is saying, that he cannot stand against the Biafra Liberation Army. So he is literally telling those that sent him, please, I can no longer
See them carrying arms. If they're not carrying arms, they're just like normal civilians, and you're duty bound to protect them. And so that's why this one is different from the convention where you know your enemy, you know where they are, you know how to go about them.
do you get the point now? When Mazi Simon Ekman said, because we have these people, we are intertwined. These people have their bases in Biafra land, and if you go into if civil war, they will hurt the civilians. They will say, after all, that is war. But with the guerrilla warfare, they can do as little as nothing. And that is what Musa is crying a wolf with his Janja, those that escape RIP. Those escape RIP.
So confronting the current challenges is all a society approach. Every Nigerian has a role to play. Every individual living in Nigeria.
The next video you'll be looking at now, Musa have finished crying. Musa is now mobilizing everybody in the Zoological Republic, both those terrorists that is already in the serving in Nigerian army and those that are not yet serving. Musa is mobilizing all of them that they should come and join us with them to fight the Biafra Liberation Army. But I want to remind Musa of all the men that he have hired, all the missionaries that he have hired before now. What happens to them? You can go to any land to buy anybody you want to buy. Once their plans is to come to Biafra land, that particular group of people will go around to join their ancestors. Of coming to Biafra land, that is the day they will go RIP. But once you respect yourself and stay clear from Biafra land, you will stay more and enjoy Gary as long as you. The next video you'll be looking at is the activities of the Biafra Liberation Army, the work they started doing from yesterday to secure the borderline, to make sure that by the declaration of December the 2nd, 2022, we will only wage them from the border and not inside. This is men at work. Men at work. And Musa understands that language. Or maybe they don't understand that language because Mazi Simon Ekpan, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government, as I said, he's going to speak to them in the language that they will never understand. And the Biafra Liberation Army are literally speaking to them in the language that they might never understand. They are speaking to them in a language they might never understand. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Tomorrow I will analyze the video that I first played, but I am not here. We are not here this evening or morning or night, depending on where you are, to talk about these criminals. But tomorrow morning I will just touch light on them. And those that I'm no longer hearing from, I also call on them tomorrow to wake up. That Simon Ekpa is still there. That the Biafran Liberation Army are still doing their job. And the Biafra restoration is fast approaching. For them to know that our leader said that consistency is the key. Everything that they did to pull Mazi Simon Ekpa down all proved abortive. And they will never pull him down. Yes. There's nothing they will do in life to thwart the struggle for Biafra. There's nothing Musa and his cohort, Nigerian terrorist state, have not done to see if they can quench the fire of the struggle. But the more they want to quench it, the more they fail. The more they want to quench it, the more they fail. And they will continue to fail until Biafra is restored. They will continue to fail. As many times as often that they rise up against the Biafrans, they will fail. As many times as often that they rise against the Biafrans, they will fail. And they will continue to fail until Biafra is restored. That is the promise that the Biafra is making to them. And that is the promise that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is giving them. Now, Ojaha Twafo Buruzo, we are winning this war. And there's nothing they can do about it. We are winning this war and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So Biafrans, go and relax yourself. Support the Biafra Liberation Army. Send your $1. Make sure that you support in any capacity that you can. And we will defeat these people in a twinkle of an eye. Because come 2nd December, the whole world will see the strength of the Biafrans. That light that they thought that they have extinguished, that light is still very much on. That no mortal can extinguish the light of Biafrans. That no mortal can extinguish the light of Biafrans. Nobody. Born of a woman that can extinguish the light of the Biafrans. The more they come against, the harder they come against us, the harder they fall. The harder they come against us, the harder they fall. Continue to fall till Biafra is restored. That is the promise we are making to them. They will continue to go and receive 10 virgins for those that need 72 virgins. They will continue to go and receive it until Biafra is restored. So Biafra, we must have to continue. Tomorrow is another day. And we are going to continue from where we stop. Propagating this gospel is our main goal. And we are never going to back down on propagation of this gospel. It doesn't matter what it takes us, it doesn't matter what it costs us. Biafra is our final destination. And you as a Biafran, stay tuned and have your eyes on the ball.
Once the government starts increasing anything, it will not come down again. It is easier for the government to keep increasing than decreasing. Once the government starts increasing anything, it will not come down again. It is easier for the government to keep increasing than decreasing. Once the government starts increasing anything, it will not come down again. It is easier for the government to keep increasing than decreasing.
The Zoological Republic people.
It will not come down again. It is easier for the government to keep increasing than once the government
They will
starts
understand that better.
Insecurity or isolated.
That is the prerogative of the Zoological Republic people. I thank you, all Biafrans. We are going to call it a day from here. Like I said, that this video is not going to be lengthy. This is just an update to tell the Biafrans the update on the Biafra liberation. And the Biafra Liberation Army, ably led by the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, is doing the needful. Men are not sleeping. Men are weak, giving our enemies a sleepless night. But we don't really care. Our destination is Biafra. I will see you there. God bless you. And do have a lovely day.